This gnarly bedrock that we're pulling out is definitely not easy on our equipment. It's banging and crashing hard on the shaker deck.
At Mud Mountain, Parker Schnabel's running bedrock, hoping it holds the $8 million in gold the drill results indicate is here.
How's things here? It's pretty full.
And with that bedrock, it packs worse too, huh?
Yeah.
Keep going.
All this big bedrock, it's not easy on the whole wash plant. We can't really afford any more repercussions or downtime. We've had way too much of it.
Damn. Whoa! Holy. Whoa! What the is going on here? Well, as you can see, this motor's jumping all over the place. The reason for that, this right here, this is a tensioner. This keeps this motor isolated, and you can see it's broke. All the vibration and the rattling and energy that gets transferred through these machines running bedrock takes a toll on them. Oh man, she looks like it's been broke for a while. Must have just been rattling around in there and finally let loose.
At Parker Schnabel's claim, Mud Mountain bedrock has broken Big Red.
So there's a bolt that runs through here. You can see it's just ripped its way out, and you can see it's kind of rusty on this side, so it must have been cracked for a bit here, but it finally broke all the way. With this not attached here, that motor can just jump around, do whatever it wants.
A bolt holding the tensioner, which isolates the motor from the shaker deck, has broken loose from the steel plate it sits on. Mitch's fix: hoist the motor back into position, realign the tensioner bolt, and weld it back into the plate.
Got to get the motor back in place so the belts stay on there, they stay tight, the shaker deck shakes, and this motor isn't jumping all over the place. So right now we've just got to get this back into position. Once we do that, then we can weld it up. So we've got to get that bolt lined right back up where it was there. Then we can polish it up and throw a weld on it. So right now we've got the shaker motor back in place. We got the tensioner bolt put back where it needs to be. We're gonna weld this thing back up. Once we do that, we'll take the clamps off. You know, Big Red's taken a lot of abuse this season, and we gotta keep it going. Once we do this, we can fire back up, and hopefully we can get through this pay dirt here from Mud Mountain before we have any more problems.
Watch your eyes.
Time to see if Tyson's weld holds.
30 seconds or 30 feet, that's my warranty.
Man, I think that's solid. Let's get her fired back up.
Sounds good.
Let's try her out. Hopefully, when we hit the switch, this shaker deck will shake like it's supposed to. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Crank it up. Well, that was quite a week.
Good week, yeah.
Well, you tell if it's a good week. We're out there ripping pay dirt, so.
If Dumit's leading with saying it's a good week, then it was actually a good week.
It was a good week for one of you. I remember running the plant. I hated it when I saw a truck coming with that blocky stuff. It's nothing but a pain in the butt.
Chris, get on the rail. Send it back.
Yeah,
Send it
send
back.
it back, yeah.
Just send that one right over the edge with tailings.
Good thing those days are long behind you, Chris.
Yeah. How's it going down there at Ken's?
Oh, good. Just chugging away. I'd say we're about halfway through the bad cut right now, but...
Well, I think we ought to throw Slucifer on there and see how the bad cut's turning out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ready?
Why do you want to do the bad stuff first? When you were a kid and people asked you, would you want the good news or the bad news, would you pick the good news or the bad news?
Bad news. Here we go. Bad cut.
Let's do her.
Last week, at the Bad Cut, Slucifer delivered 192 ounces of gold.
60, 80, 100, 110, 112.85.
There you go, living up to its name.
That's not that bad.
No.
Worth over $200,000.
Yeah.
It's not as good as the first cleanup, but
Which is odd, because normally the first one isn't
yeah.
very good, but...
But coming from you, I expect things to be backwards, you know?
Next, time to find out if Parker's gamble running the bedrock was the right call.
All the fun stuff. Blocky bedrock. You ready?
Yeah, we know. Do it.
See what we got
Okay,
here.
here, you read it out.
So far, Big Red's best gold weigh from Mud Mountain
30,
has been just 190 ounces.
150, 180, 200, 230, 250. Keep going. 300, 350, 399.65.
Keep her coming. So this is on top of 300 and change. We got another 50, another 70, another 84.45.
You must know what those add up to.
484.1 ounces.
No way.
Yeah.
Worth a massive $870,000. And finally, a change of fortune at Mud Mountain.
Sweet, man. That was definitely worth the struggle right there.
Is that sweet or what?
That's got to be the best cleanup Big Red's ever had.
Yeah, it is. For the week, you guys, this is pretty sweet. It's 596.95 ounces, almost 600 ounce week.
Is that our best week this year?
Oh, by far. Yeah, by far.
In total, the Schnabel crew has brought in over $1 million in gold this week.
He gives us a season total of 5,230 ounces, 30 and a half ounces.
We're stripping down here at the airstrip. Everybody's asking why we're calling it Easy Street, and I think it's because it's only gonna get tougher from here.
To mine out the new cut, Parker needs Big Red moved and running pay dirt before night shift takes over in just 10 hours' time.
Hopefully we can nail these transitions. Like, we have so much ground to get through that, you know, smoothly transitioning from one pit to the next is going to be a critical part of this, and we have a lot of them to do. If we lose a couple days per plant move, it's going to throw a wrench in the works for the whole season. This is going to be on Tyson, getting Big Red moved from the setup it's in to the next one, because he needs to get comfortable doing it on his own, because Mitch is dealing with the stripping crew.
Right now, it's just Tyson's over there on his own, and you know, we're relying on him to be able to keep that plant going.
So we're all done with Big Red here at this setup. We're ready to get back sluicing with the wash plant in the cut. Trying to do this myself, so wish me luck. This is the first time I've set Big Red up by myself, so we just want to be careful not to flip the thing over. So it's pretty well concreted into the ground. Stand back!
Yeah!
So this is probably the sketchiest part of the whole pull. There's a narrow culvert crossing in the road, and Big Red flips over, that's game over. It's looking pretty tight. I don't know if we're is tight.
I'm getting a bit stressed out because we're so spread out and this is so much to do.
At the airstrip, Parker is racing to mine out 90 acres of ground in just one season.
With this water license expiring and so much ground to get through, we're having to really just plow hard into getting everything as opened up as we can. You know, we don't have another season after this with the water license, so everything has to be sluiced.
Parker has nearly all his crew focused on stripping, leaving plant boss Tyson Lee on his own to get Big Red running before night shift takes over in 3 hours' time.
You know, we're just so strung out on guys this year that no one's had time to come down here and see how the roads are.
He needs to collect a metal chute to shore up Big Red's pad, but a blown-out road has now put him behind the 8-ball.
If these roads weren't washed out, Big Red would be running right now. This is the last scoop here. It's a quick bush fix, good enough to get our chute, and hopefully I'll come back in time that the road's still here. Hey, you know, Big Red's all set to go. First scoop of Easy Street going in.
All right, boys, showtime. Let's go.
Let's do her. You know, I'm really happy I could find the diverter trough and get it up here. Because as you can tell, it's really saving our ass right now.
I just came down here to take a look at Big Red, see how she's running.
And I see Mitch is up here doing his rounds, so I want to see what he thinks of my setup.
What's happening?
How's it going?
It's looking really good.
How's our bank doing?
The bank's holding up nice. Looks good. Good job, man.
Thanks, Mitch.
Big Red is back on the gold. The race is on to mine out the airstrip before the end of the season.
Hey, T-Bird.
How's it going, Doomit?
Good. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, thanks.
Well, we finished one, we started another.
Thank you guys for getting that pit done, but well, it's one of many.
Yeah.
And Tyson, you got your first big experience there of moving Big Red. Moved
Yeah.
Sisyphus lots, but what do you think about Big Red?
It's different.
It's a lot easier getting it where you want it. It's kind of fun, like every move having to be spot on.
You even had it pointing in the right direction the first time, huh?
Yeah.
Good for you, T. You want to see how the keyhole finished up?
Let's do it.
Why we're here, Doomit? We want to see some gold.
Keyhole, right here.
I'll take this one. All right, so this is the last sluicing Big
Last
Red did
one.
before he moved it. All right. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 150. Keep going. 174.05.
Worth over $310,000.
That's not bad.
I mean, when you look at the amount of runtime it had.
Exactly.
So the big question, Chris, so that's 2 days of running at the keyhole cut, finishing that off, 174.
Right.
How did we do at Easy Street with 2 days of running?
Well, there's not a lot of hours on this thing, right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh no.
1,
Tipped a long ways before anything came out.
20,
Come
30,
on. Oh,
35, 38, 40, 55.8.
Another $100,000.
So for the week, it's 229.85. And for the season, we just broke 1,200, 1,204.45.
That wasn't a bad week knowing we moved a wash plant in the middle.
Yeah. And what? Total of 4 days running, all this going on. I think we did okay. I think we did good.
Yeah.
We got a long way to go. All right, Chris. Thank you for that.
Yep.
See you
Thanks
next
for all you
week.
do,
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, you know, when Mitch gets back and Slucifer will be running, next cut will be pretty much ready to go.
Stand-in mine boss Tyson Lee has friend and greenhorn miner Spencer Youngson running bare cut pay through Big Red.
Tyson's big laundry list of stuff to do, and we're all feverishly trying to do it.
Now Tyson has shut down Slucifer to move it to a new cut.
Then we're gonna drag Slucifer up here, the super stacker, the feeder, and hopefully by the end of the day, Slucifer's sitting here and it'll just be firing up.
With Parker, Tyler, and Mitch gone, he's brought in old boss Mike to help.
I wiped for how many years? Now you can wipe mine? How heavy is this thing?
Old man noises.
Grunting, yes, the grunting comes with age. Don't you worry.
You're my eyes.
Let's do this.
It's the moment of truth now.
Okay, you got her. Coming away, 2 inches. Try and go up a little bit. Yeah. Keep spinning like that. Yeah, just reposition. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bingo, okay. There we go, attaboy.
We got Slucifer out of the cut, but this is the beginning of the fight. We have to drag it up that massive hill we built. Although we're in a 750, it's still not gonna be a breeze.
Dragging Slucifer onto the 40-foot pad is the most dangerous part of the move for Tyson and Tupper.
90,000 pounds plus the resistance of dragging it through the dirt. Keep going, keep going.
The 750 is just getting dragged back down towards it, and that's how steep this ramp is. So just having to work it, inch by inch, get it up here.
Back of your tracks are almost at the pad. You got about 6 inches off the runs. Beautiful.
Tyson and Tupper swing in the super stacker, which will feed the plant pay dirt from the new cut when Slucifer is ready.
You know, this is a combination of a lot of work that's gone on in the past week here. And we're about to fire Slucifer up. Want to open this valve here? It's looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the shaker deck. Whoa! What the? The super stacker, if it's not working. Damn it!
Stand-in mine boss Tyson has successfully moved Slucifer to a new cut, but the super stacker conveyor has lost power. And to make matters worse, his boss Mitch has returned early from a family vacation.
What's happening, guys?
It's not up and running.
The generator shut down.
Just got fired up here and the wash plant was running and all of a sudden everything shut down. And our generator here is not running.
No power on the display here.
You want to grab your voltmeter there and see what we got on the battery?
I'll keep shaping that.
Okay, sounds good. Strange that we have no power at all to that panel. Like, I think I found the problem. Look at that, man. It's like, was never hardly crimped.
A loose wire has detached from the alternator, cutting power to the super stacker.
It must have just been the heat shrink was holding it. We just need to put it back in there and crimp it.
That'd be a wild fix, eh?
You know, sometimes you get lucky and it's an easy fix.
Just
Watch your
gently,
fingers.
yeah. Okay.
You happy with that crimp?
Well, happier than
what it was
before.
Pretty crazy. You got just you know, couple dollar fitting there that's bringing the whole operation to a standstill. But
Good thing Parker's in Alaska.
hey, you know what? If this is all of our problems, I'll be very happy. Come on, baby. Oh yeah, there we go. That looks good.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, man. And welcome home.
Yeah, it feels good to be back. Chris, what up, man?
Hey, shouting, Mitch. Welcome back, man.
Thank you.
Short-staffed, Tyson has been running Parker's Yukon operation, while Foreman Mitch has been visiting home.
So Lucifer's moved, and we got Big Red still chugging along, finishing up there at the Bear Cut. And I guess, what are we calling this new one?
Tupper came up with the payback cut because, you know, when I worked for him over the years, he was pretty hard on me, so I rode in pretty hard this time around.
I like that, the payback cut. Well, I guess the big question, is the payback cut gonna pay? Has it got some gold in it, Chris, or
Well,
what?
there's a little bit in there. We can throw it on the scale and see.
You want to do the honors, Mitch?
Dude, I'll do Big Red. I like that thing, man.
Yeah, that's your baby. Here we go.
All right. Bring it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, 100, 120, 140, 150, 160, 180, 189.5.
Yeah. Well done.
Nice.
Worth over $320,000, the Bear Cut keeps delivering.
Well done, T.
Now it's time to see how Lucifer did, running 4 days in the new payback cut.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's do her. We got 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110,
Come on, yeah.
130, 140, 144.4.
Worth over $245,000.
It looks like the old payback cut is actually paying up quite nicely.
It is. It's working out really good. I think Parker would be happy with both those numbers. I mean, you guys are doing great. Check this out. So for the season, we're at 4,317.25. And last year, we were at 3,768.
Wow.
So we're ahead of last year by roughly 600 ounces.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Y'all did nice, man.
Yeah.
I'm stoked. Yeah, looks good.
All right, you guys jump in your excavators and dozers, and I'll go back to cleaning gold, and we'll keep this operation running.
Yeah.
We'll call you next time we need you out there.
Okay, catch you later.
Later, man. Thanks.
King of the Hill, Tony Beets, is on the hunt for a leak in his water pipeline that shut down his entire operation.
Once we get down there, we should have a little bit better of a picture as to what we're gonna have to do. Come on, Mike. You ate them both already? Yeah. Hey, have you ever thought about a diet or something? All right. Oh, there's the pipe. Stay there away from that pipe, okay? Yeah. We'll put Nick on there with a shovel.
You found it?
You see that part that looks like a crack?
Yeah, it looks like a big crack.
It's cracked.
Well, that's quite a crack.
What is the battle plan for this?
Oh, Kevin can weld it.
Weld it without taking it off?
Yeah.
And you gotta fill a half-inch gap and make it watertight. Might as well by just taking the thing apart.
No, they have no idea how lucky we are. If we're gonna have to take that off, we'll be digging to the pump and we'll be digging to the other end. So, piece of cake. Just all we gotta do is weld up the crack.
The rubber?
The rubber don't give a. We just go do short pieces.
You sure on that?
Yeah. Okay, I don't have the patience. Give me welding, or I'll weld it anyway. Get wires up here, get a pallet up here. I don't give a for working with them kids. Tell you the truth, I'm glad I don't feel like them. I mean, Kevin wakes up, he looks like a corpse. Mike, he moves around like whatever. And then Mike over there, well, he's awake, but we don't know. It seems to be I'm the only one here at 65 that's full of piss and vinegar. I mean, I hardly have enough patience just to stand there and wait for them, to be honest with you.
Tony will have the final say on how it's done, because at the end of the day, it is his show, but doesn't mean I can't argue for something a little more reasonable.
Give me the. Okay, I need a pail. Mike, see if you got a pail. Dad!
Damn it, I missed!
Clean that off good. A helmet.
Yeah. Oh no. This brings back old memories. You notice how I'm already ready with the rod?
Yeah, we've all had our time standing next to Dad while he does some and.
Mm-hmm.
So you're trying to tell us you're all growing up now?
Well, my fat enough, so yeah.
Okay, Mike. Close your eyes.
Yep.
I think the last guy should have put a better weld on it. But I think he's dead, so no use complaining.
Yeah, no, hoping this is the final bit.
Kevin? Yeah, I just cut straight down the line, Kev. Yeah, just pour some water on the whole thing. Some in this hole too.
I hope this solves all of it.
That'd be a fair chance as well, Mike.
I'm pretty sure too, but you never know. Sometimes you have another leak you don't see,
Yeah,
right?
well, we'll see. Would you like to take my truck, run up the hill, fire up the pump so that all the water will rush back? We'll check it. That went nice, Kevin.
Let's see what happens.
Mike, just fire it up, see what's gonna happen, man. That pipe is getting cold, so we got the water.
That's encouraging so far.
Dry as a bone, now it's all good. Bingo, this'll be just fine. That's what they call having confidence in your work. Pretty much fill in the hole, start sluicing.
So it's looking like the water pressure has come back up and we are good to go.
With the water finally back to full pressure, Megan continues to feed the plant with 80 pup pay, and the monitor opens more ground on Paradise Hill.
Looks like we're back in business now.
Yeah, just give me a hand so you can pull me out of it. Now you're gonna come this way and I'm gonna come that way. Listen, I thought you guys were tougher than that for sake. Okay, Paul. I always did like the physical part of the job, but I'm actually bonding with them kids. Oh. The wall of dirt and gravel that you look at right now, you see that shiny piece there on the top? There is a 10-foot layer of ice straight across. This is frozen solid, it's hard. So we get nothing for tar.
Despite running the monitor for 2 days, Tony Beets hasn't been able to open up more White Channel pay.
This here is not a complete waste of effort. We got a very good start in for next season on it. So, you know what? It was still a win-win situation.
Say hi, Mike.
Hi. For the rest of the season, Tony will have to rely solely on the 80 pup to reach his season goal of 5,000 ounces.
I'm glad we had a great chunk left in 80 pup. How many days you guys lose?
5 days.
5 days?
Yep.
So why don't we weigh that stuff up?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180.
Tony needs 400 ounces to stay on target for his 5,000 ounce season goal.
480, 490, 500, 512, 92.
Pretty nice.
Worth a whopping $872,000.
That takes us to 4,100 ounces.
That's not too bad, that's good.
This is the biggest gold weigh we had this year.
Well, time too, I'd say. You gotta remember in the olden days down here, we did 1,000, 1,200 ounces every 10 days.
So weren't you in the 80 pup like way in the before times?
Holy moly. Probably leave here in a little box because this is where I'm the happiest. Retirement isn't all that it is written up to be. What do you want to do? Sit beside the pool with a beer? 2 years later, you're dead. So we'll just nicely keep on gold mining. If it keeps up, we'll get our goal.
With winter setting in here, we're, scrambling to get the last bit of pay. What gold we don't find this season stays in the ground, as far as we're concerned.
After 10 years mining in the Klondike, Parker Schnabel is at the end of an era. The permits for his ground on the Indian River run out in a few months, and his future is unclear.
I got to figure out what to do for next year. We have to figure out where we're going to be and what we're going to do. We've been mining this ground for 10 years, so it's definitely a weird feeling to be closing this chapter out. Bye, Grandpa.
I'll come and see you.
A decade ago, 16-year-old Parker went to the Yukon to find his fortune.
If I want to play with the big boys, we got to get up here where the big boys play.
See right over there? Anything on that side in the hollow of the hill, that is criminal.
Since he set foot on the ground, he's mined more than 56,000 ounces on this claim. Today, worth $95 million.
Good job, man.
So Mitch and I just started our night shift here, trying to keep Big Red going. Worked all day, now gonna work all night.
We're just on the final lap here. Just got to get the last of these rocks through Big Red.
Hey, Mitch, you got a copy, Mitch?
Yeah, go ahead.
Looks like you might have a bit of a jam up in the feeder here.
I'm not surprised. She's probably just freezing up down there now. How wet that material got. This is not what we want to be doing right now. Let's try and get it out at the bottom. Hopefully it'll all come down. I was hoping to have this thing done here before the sun comes up. This ain't looking good.
Oh, landslide.
There we go, there we go. Yeah, let me bump the belt. That material's freezing to the back wall. Things like a big ice box. Dumping that wet stuff just sticks right to it. We just gotta turn this back on, get it cleared out. Oh, this is gonna be a long night. How you looking? Good, sir. Good, perfect. This is part of sluicing in the cold. You ready? Yeah. I got it. With the way it's looking, we're probably going to be out of pay dirt, well, hopefully before the sun comes up.
You know, it's been a really long season this year. To think where we started off is...
What the hell? Tyson, shut it off. Something just let loose. Kill the feed. Something is let loose on this wash plant. Tyson, yo!
The Schnabel crew's only working wash plant is shut down, threatening to kill off any hope of mining out the ground.
The spring just let go.
Seriously?
Grab the 480, but probably kick those heaters on. It's gonna be a minute.
Okay.
To separate gold from larger waste material, the shaker deck vibrates on 8 springs. One has broken, putting Big Red at risk of shaking itself apart. The fix is to lift the shaker deck with the 480 excavator, replace the broken spring, then lower it back into place and fire up, all before the plant freezes solid.
You ready for this?
Oh yeah.
This slick.
Be careful, man.
All right, here we go, Tyson. You just gotta lift it.
You ready?
Once you pick it up, we'll put the spring in.
Okay.
Tyson, pick this thing up nice and easy. If this thing freezes, we're gonna be done, man. We ain't gonna have enough time to get this thing thawed out here. Good. A little bit more. That's it. Hold it right there. I'll slip the spring in. It's got enough room.
I'll get back to tiger torching. How we looking, Mitch? You want me up there?
Nope, watch yourself. I need you to lift it up a little bit more.
Okay.
Just a little bit more. Good. There we go. All right, she's in. Lower her down.
Okay.
Good. Go ahead. Woo.
You know, the sun's coming up, so we have to get Big Red back up and running. Try and finish this off.
It's been off for quite a while here, and it's been damn cold. See if it'll shake. Hit it. Come on, baby. Yeah, let's get some belts going.
You know, it's good to have Big Red up and going again. And it's even better the runs didn't freeze up, but we're just gonna try and finish off the last bit of this cut.
We're almost done, buddy. We're almost done.
There she goes, Mitch, the last scoop of the Indian River.
Yeah. Nice job, buddy. Nice job.
Alrighty, here we go. We got 20.
First up, the runway cut.
100, 120, 160. We got 200, 220, 260. Keep going. 360, 388.5.
Worth over $660,000.
Almost 400 ounces.
That got us a lot closer to where we need to be.
Next, the final pay dirt from the Panama Canal cut, which last week delivered 572 ounces.
You got to remember, though, we did not get a full 4-day run. It was a really short run, but for the hours you guys ran.
30, 40, 60, 80, 100, 130, 140, 160, 170, 200, 210, 230, 240.80.
Worth almost $410,000.
Probably the best 2 days we've ever had with one plant.
Yeah.
Ever.
So for the week, we wound up with 629.3 ounces.
What's our season total?
8,118 ounces.
Almost 200 ounces short of last year's record haul, but still nearly $14 million in gold.
That's it. That's the last scoop.
There she goes.
Now's your 1,500 ounces in, Lucifer. Should be really close.
On the airstrip, Mitch and the crew race to shut down Lucifer to avoid Tony's higher rate royalties.
There it is.
And kickstart Parker's plan to get 2 wash plants on the gold.
Hey, bud. Hi, Mitch. How are you?
Not too bad. Breaking her down and getting her moving.
Right on. Good job getting that cut done. I know it was an absolute and we're all glad to see it done.
100%. Thank you.
You guys did a good job.
Here's to Ken and Stewart's.
Woo! Get everybody on the road.
All right.
Let's do it. Let's move some out of the way.
Let's go.
They've got just 4 hours until the night shift to get Lucifer hauled and running on the Promised Land. And they'll have to cross a culvert made of rusting 50-year-old dredge pontoons.
This wash plant is big, it's heavy. It would not be good to be fishing out this wash plant.
The combined weight of Lucifer and the lowboy is 85 tons.
We just want to take it slow and steady.
Whoa, that's a lot of leaning. Go, man, go, go, go. She's leaning hard. When you get lined up on that culvert, man, just don't stop.
There's no way of knowing how much the bush-fixed culvert can hold.
That's one heavy wash plant, that's one culvert. I'm gonna hang back here.
On Indian River,
Go for it.
Parker's crew are on a mission. They've got 4 hours to haul Lucifer to the Promised Land across a bush-fixed bridge.
Good luck, man.
Come on, go, 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 go. Oh yeah, like a dream. Looking good, boys. We're almost there. I love it when a plan comes together.
But they won't be washing rocks
Keep going, almost there.
until they've put Parker's $600,000 wash plant back together.
That'll do it. Watch your backs, here we go.
The last thing we want to do is have anything go wrong. So we're just going to be nice and gentle with her, and we'll get her into place.
That'll work.
You guys are moving.
They've hit their deadline, but Parker's got news.
I'd like our first full shift to be a day shift just because everything's fresh.
Yeah, for sure.
Could you say
Yeah.
what's
Well, you don't know until you fire it up.
If anything's it's because you
Exactly.
If Parker's gonna make it out of survival mode, he'll need a big payday from Ken's claims. Last season, they pulled over $4.5 million from the Promised Land.
Let's see if we can get this thing washing rocks.
Sounds good.
Nice job.
In the battle for ground, Parker's plan is in play, and he's back on the gold.
Nice job, man. There it is.
Yeah, man, I'm stoked.
What's happening, Chris?
Hey, Mitchell. How's it going?
Oh, it is finally done.
Now that Parker's got his plan rolling, he needs to find out if he's hit his 1,500-ounce target.
That was quite the week.
Yeah.
It's the Yukon. No matter where you go, you're going to battle something, but at least we got a wash plant down there.
Well, you guys, we were hoping for 1,500 ounces. And want to see what we got?
You got the big jar out.
Let's see it.
To hit 1,500, Parker needs 180 ounces.
20.
But any more will mean a big payday for Tony.
100, 120, 140, 150, 160.
We're gonna make it.
170.
Let's stop right here, right?
180.
Oh, there's the 180.
200, 210, 220, 240, 260, 270, 276.05.
Worth over $496,000, minus an $83,000 royalty for Tony.
Nice. Well, we got the 180.
Yeah, that's right. So, 97 ounces over. I'll take it.
Tony gets to make a little bit more, but hey, we made a little bit more, so
right.
That's the way she works.
That brings Parker's season total to 1,597 ounces, worth almost $2.9 million. Still 900 ounces less than this time last year.
No, I know that was not the most fun situation for you guys to be in. And I thank you for getting it done. A few days we'll have 2 plants running, and then it'll be real fun.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, see you guys later.
All right.
You guys later.
Have fun.
Later.
See you guys.
At last, Parker's season is turning a corner.
This season we're definitely having to take some bigger risks.
26-year-old Parker Schnabel has spent 8 years building his mining empire in the Klondike, but he's running out of ground. This season, the only new claim he could find is deeper than anything he's ever mined.
Mud Mountain, like it's supposed to be really good gold, but it is 50 feet deep. And some of it's 60 feet deep, and that's 40, 50 grand a day just doing stripping. And the bills keep coming in, and right now we're only sluicing at the airstrip. The gold's just not coming in that fast, so we definitely need to step it up.
A mile away, at the airstrip, Parker puts foreman Mitch Blaschke in charge with a skeleton crew.
This ground's thawed out, it's ready to go through the plant. It's just painfully slow coming back in here, you know, with the crew that we have. We've been running Slucifer 24/7.
To pay for Mud Mountain, Parker needs to hit 1,500 ounces from the airstrip in the next 3 weeks.
Feeding the plant it's a big job. You got timeline, you got to keep going. It's non-stop.
30-year-old Tatiana Costa is one of Parker's rising new operators. She loads the pay dirt into Parker's only working wash plant, Slucifer.
This year I feel good. I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm looking out for, I understand the plant, the conveyors, so I enjoy it.
At the other end of the wash plant, Pascal clears the tailings.
Hey Pascal, how's everything looking over there?
It's great. How about you?
I think we really are doing a great job up here.
Thanks, Tatiana.
Let's crank it up. Okay, if that's what you want, you're the boss. Well, Parker wants us to crank up the plant, and that means I got to get the right tool for the job.
This little pair of pliers right here might not look like much, but this will control just how much yardage we do with Lucifer. I took the knob off a couple years ago because we've had an issue with operators jumping out, you know, adjusting the feed rate, and it's just not quite right. Right now we're about 220 yards an hour. I'm gonna dial this knob here and we're shooting for 250. If you want more gold, you gotta take some chances. Okay, Tatiana, you got a copy?
Yeah, copy.
Okay, hold up for a sec. Parker wants us to crank this thing up.
Okay.
We've been running 220 yards an hour. I just set it at 250, so you're gonna have to pick up the pace here a bit.
Okay, roger
All right,
that.
thanks.
Yeah, no worries.
Running 15% more pay should produce 15% more gold.
Right now we are in 5th gear, so just going super fast.
But it also produces 15% more tailings.
Oh shoot, the tailings are starting to build up. I'm gonna have to go help Pascal. It's just, this is absolutely crazy trying to keep it up with it all.
If the tailings build up, they will jam the conveyor and break the plant.
We're as much as a team as we are a family up here. You know, if you can do a job, you do it. Last time I was on a loader was about 2 years ago. This thing's so big and scary.
Yay, I see Doomit over there. So I can finally focus just here in the plant and let Doomit help Pascal for now. That would be really nice.
I could say getting back in the loader is like riding a bike, but I always used to fall off a bike, so we're not going to use that example. Oh, crap. Tatiana, shut down the plant, shut down the plant. You're all jammed up, 3 washers loaded up, the dirt's spilling out everywhere, girl.
Hi, Doomit. Want some chips?
Oh, no thanks.
At the start of the week, Parker sped up the wash plant.
Pushing dirt around?
How's it going, man?
Hey, young man.
Not bad.
Time to find out if his decision paid off.
Hey, Mitchell.
What's happening?
Howdy, hi.
I bet you were ready for that cigar there after your day in the loader.
It's fun getting back into thing, but I definitely know I've been in a machine.
Oh, yeah.
It was a bittersweet. I say we throw some gold on the scales. You want to count out, Mitch?
Yeah, see what we got this week.
Here we go.
50.
To hit Parker's 1,500-ounce goal,
150.
Lucifer needs 280 ounces a week.
280. 300. Still got some in there. 330, 350, 360, 376.20.
Worth $677,000.
Wow.
Our best week. Yeah.
Our best week so far.
Yes. I stand corrected. The best week so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smoking week.
Well, that just goes to show more rocks means more gold.
For the season, we broke 1,000. 1,032.65 ounces.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. You look like an old bookie with that thing.
I'm still a pencil and paper kind of guy.
I'm going to dinner. Good job, guys. Good job, Chris.
Thanks, Parker.
Thank you, sir.
I know it's not been fun, but we'll get there. Things will settle down.
Let's go get some dinner.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Big job ahead of us.
Yeah, there's a lot of work.
After striking a deal with Tony Beets, Parker Schnabel now needs to mine more ground than ever before, and he has to do it before the end of the season.
This spring is going to be what sets us up for, if we can get it done by the fall or not. So let's just give it our best and let's see if we can get her done.
To take on Tony's ground, Parker's mobilizing his entire operation to strip the extra 45 acres and wants to be pulling in gold in just a week.
It's a full-on sprint this year, like no other.
In a 73-ton D10 dozer, Nona Lovelace rips frozen gravel.
So this spring we came in, or we thought we came in with a pretty good idea, master plan.
And then last minute, we got another claim and a half from Tony. And so it is going to be definitely a task. We're all going to have to cross our fingers for nothing to break down. It's not, I don't think it's the impossible, but it's pretty darn close.
The amount of snow we've had this year, it's unreal.
Tatiana Costa trucks frozen overburden to the waste pile.
As long as there is snow in the ground, the ground won't thaw out, so we need to move the snow, and there's just so much snow, it's just taken us a lot longer than we were hoping. I don't know if I've ever seen this much snow in my life.
Let's make it happen.
Parker leads from the front in his 73-ton D10 dozer.
Let's mine some gold.
Best way to figure out how to manage a bunch of different projects at once is probably just go start doing it. My grandpa back in the 40s and 50s, he managed a whole bunch of different logging camps all over Alaska, and hell, they didn't have internet or sat phones or anything, so I don't know how he did it.
Parker already has 45 acres of ground to mine at the airstrip. By adding Tony's 45, he's now up to 90 acres. 50% more than he mined last year. If he can get through it all, he could beat last season's $15 million total.
Keep going ahead and swing her in tight to the bank. Straddle that bank.
Across the claim, Tyson Lee is digging ditches and building berms in the 480 excavator in the pre-stripped ground nearest to the Indian River.
This year we had a record snowfall, so we're having a lot of melting snow coming into our cut. We've got to get this ditch in and armor up the riverbank before the Indian River is flooding into us like none other.
I've seen people lose entire cuts because they don't have good drainage.
Despite the team's reservations, Tyson has sprinted out of the blocks. He's protected the cut from flooding and is ready to run pay dirt.
Hey, Tater Tot, that's the first load of pay going to Big Red, so got a lot of rock to wash this year and a lot of mud to move, so let's make her count.
Woohoo! Let madness begin.
Now it's on Mitch to get the plant fired up.
It's going to be a crazy challenge to try and get through all this dirt this year. And the only way we're going to get it is if we do it right. And even doing everything right, I still don't know if we're going to get through it all. There's going to be so much pressure on sluicing, which means that these wash plants have to run flawless.
You about ready to fire up?
Yeah, we just got to throw some water at it. Hopefully all that works.
All right.
And then see if she remembers how to shake. Ready? Give it! Come on, wake up, wake up. Come on. It's been a long winter. It might take it a minute. But right now we've got our water pump fired up. We're just gonna let it warm up here, but it's sending water up to Big Red. Well, we'll start the shaker, fire up the feed bin. As long as all that's working and happy, we can start putting this dirt in there and start turning it into gold. You ready? Here we go. Come on, baby.
For Parker to hit his target on the airstrip, Big Red will need to sluice 24/7 for its longest season ever.
You know, for this wash plant to sit up here through a Yukon winter, got her fired right back up here, and we're back to washing rocks. And you look around here, you know, we're the only ones, as far as I can see, doing it. So that just tells you we're off to an early start, because everybody knows if you're gonna make any money up here, this is the only way to do it.
All right, Chris.
You want to see how we started out?
Yeah, what you got?
Mitch?
Let's see it.
Looky, baby.
What we do?
It's your machine, Big Red. You
It
ready?
takes everybody, man.
It's your machine.
After running for 4 days, the team is eager to see how the new Tony Beets claim pays out.
All right, 20, 40, 60, 70. Come on, keep going. 80, we're gonna break 100?
We're going.
100.
We're going.
110, 120. 137.8.
Worth over $240,000.
Not bad for a first
Not
run.
bad, yeah.
And you gotta think about how early it is, and it was thawed.
Yeah.
So all I can say is, thanks, Tony.
Thanks, Tony. Yeah.
It should be a busy place down here this year if we get through all that ground.
Yeah. Especially once you get Lucifer going, this place gets hopping. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming back this year, too. Chris?
I heard my voice. I heard my name. Yes, Lord.
Thanks for coming back this year.
Oh, well, thanks for the invite. Yeah.
It's good to have the gang back together.
It is.
Things seem solid, and equipment's running good, and we've got gold on the scale, and yeah.
Knock on wood.
It's all downhill from here, right? The gold at Mud Mountain's definitely looking better, but we already blown the budget out the window. So we'll see. Hopefully the gold continues.
With just 4 weeks left of the season, 27-year-old Parker Schnabel has finally found the gold at Mud Mountain. Now, his team is running all out to cash in.
Trying to get this stuff ready. As we've been working our way through Mud Mountain, the gold's been getting better. And it looks like this downstream end of it, just as the last piece that we stripped, seems to have the best gold.
I probably should know better than trying to rest most of your season on one cut, but who knows? Maybe it's there, maybe it's not.
The other linchpin of Parker's season rests in the hands of plant boss Tyson Lee, who's running promised land ground 4 miles away.
This time of year, we're making a huge push to grab every ounce of gold that we can. Down at Ken Stewart's, Tyson's still plugging away. It's going fast, you know, the bad cut.
I think Ken's a little off on the naming of his cuts. The good cut did not do so good. The bad cut is doing better than the good cut. And the ugly cut, I don't know. You never know until it's in a jar. Lucifer's going to be done in the bad cut and looking to move to the ugly, and the ugly is far from ready. So we have a lot of work to do, a lot of dirt to move. You know, this year we've been stretched thinner than any other year, and that's because of Mud Mountain and it being 60 feet deep.
The ugly cut is nearly double the size of the bad cut, and with just 4 weeks left of the season, Tyson will have to double his production rate to mine it all. He has a radical new plan, if Parker will agree.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, thanks.
What's going on?
In this next plant pad setup, I was thinking of setting Slucifer up so, you know how normally we have the wash plant pad height being the same height as the wash plant. Thinking of setting the wash plant up on a pedestal. Let's say this is our wash plant pad, right? And this is where the wash plant would normally sit. I want to kind of stick it out here so the fines can travel around.
The only comment I would have is if you were going to have undermining issues, but if you've got lots of nice big coarse bedrock, then I trust your judgment.
Right on.
And whatever you can do to stay as self-sufficient as possible is the best thing for us because we're spread so thin, as you well know.
And I'm thinking if things work out the way I think it will, we should be able to get away with 3 guys on days and 2 on nights down there, and that'll free up another guy to be in a truck.
I'm not going to say you're on your own down there, but act like you are until you need, until you really need help.
Right on. Well, I'll go get to her. Thanks, man.
In a normal setup, tailings from the wash plant build up and the crew has to clear them. Tyson's plan? Use 40,000 tons of material to build a mega pad and allow the fine tailings to fall away from the plant, saving on time and crew.
So right now we're trying to build our wash plant pad. My main concern was getting this wash plant pad done in time before Slucifer's done the bad cut. It's gonna look like a different planet down here in a week.
Well, we're digging pay in what they call it the bad cut, but really it turns out to be a good cut. I figure tomorrow will be a very close parking lot over here.
Normally it takes us about a week to build the wash plant pad, and we started yesterday. Well, the pressure's on.
What's going on, Chris?
Hey, Mitch, how's it going, man?
Oh, not too bad.
Good to see you, buddy.
You too.
Hey, T-Bird, how you doing, man?
Not much, you?
Clean and gold.
Yeah?
Non-stop.
Time to find out if the last of the bad cut lived up to its name.
Take your guess, Parker.
What do you got?
192, based on how he's holding it.
10, 20, 40, 60, 130, 160.
He's over.
200. 220, 240, 250, 277.05.
That was way off.
Worth just under $500,000.
That's a good cleanup.
Yeah, no kidding. It's your last of the bad cut, so now we gotta see what the ugly cut's gonna do, right?
Yeah, hopefully not hold up to its name.
All right, just the first of Big Red.
Parker spent over $4 million getting down to pay in Mud Mountain after drill results showed it was 4 times richer than any other Indian River ground.
I see you got 2 pans, doom it. So what are you trying to tell me?
My scale goes up to 400 ounces. With the way Mud Mountain has been going, right here, you guys, is 400 ounces.
Well, that's a good way to start.
That's the first thermos.
400 on the dot.
This is plus the 400.
Let's see what we got on top of 400. 20, 40, 100, 130, 180, 196.6.
For a total of 596.6 ounces in
That's
1 week.
incredible.
Wow.
Worth over $1 million.
We've been busy down here, let's put it that way.
I mean, just last week, Big Red had its best week
It
ever,
did.
and it just topped it.
This is the best week of Red's history from day one.
It's just wild how much effort and stripping went into it and how fast you're getting through it. Every hour of sluicing probably represents $1,000 worth of stripping or something, right? Or $2,000 worth of stripping.
For the week, you guys, believe it or not, It's 873.65 ounces. Jeez.
Worth over $1.5 million. Parker's biggest gold weigh of this season.
I never thought after last week we'd top what we just did, but it's a matter of if it'll hold out for long enough to make it worthwhile.
Let's do this again next week.
Yeah, let's do it again a few more times.
A few more times, yep.
We'll try.
Yep.
Good job, guys, all three of you.
Slucifer is tackling the 10-acre Panama Canal cut. Any gold they don't sluice now will be stuck in the ground forever.
Tyson, we got smoke coming from the plant.
A lot of smoke coming from the generator.
I got the Jenny, you get the water.
Yeah, go, go. Generator looks like it's on fire.
Let's get up, man. I don't know, this thing's about ready to burn up.
Oh. What's going on?
Dude, everything stopped. Oh no.
What's that?
Dude, look at this. Oh, dude, she's smoked, buddy. Like, bad. The other end of that goes right into the generator head, and it's cooked right off. I mean, you know, this is the engine. This is what powers the generator head. Generator head spins, makes power, makes everything work out here.
No generator, no power to run Slucifer or its conveyor belts.
This generator head is cooked. There's gonna be no, you know, blowing the dust off there and putting it back to work by any means.
Yeah. We don't have a backup generator other than what Big Red's running, and it needs it.
Yeah, there's no spares. I'll go get on the phone. Hopefully we can round up another generator.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll see what I can come up with.
Good luck.
We gotta find a generator and we gotta find one fast. Yeah, this is Mitch Blaschke. I'm looking for a 175 kW Jenny. So you got nothing. Damn it! Howdy.
How you doing?
Oh, I've had better days.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to read this contract for this piece of ground. It's 50 pages. And I told him, I was like, man, like 50 pages, what are we doing?
Huh.
How are you doing?
So, generator for Slucifer full on went up in smoke and it won't do nothing. So I got on the phone and I'm like, okay, well, let's just rent a generator or buy one. And the closest one I could get is 2 weeks out.
Yeah, everybody I know that has a generator that'll run that is using them right now.
Exactly. And that's when I called around, like they had smaller ones, but nothing that'll power that whole setup.
How much do you have left to sluice?
I mean, there's a fair bit in there.
Like a couple days?
I'd say, yeah, probably 3 days. I mean, we're close, but we're not done.
Let's just leave it. 2 days of sluicing, whatever. What can we do? Right. There's not many other choices, are there?
Well, not at this point in time. We need power to be able to wash those rocks.
I think if it's going to be down, we may as well just tear it apart, break the plant down, put it to bed.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Mitch.
That was quite a week, doing it.
Just problem after problem.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a really good idea with the super stacker.
Put on life support there. But unfortunately, that generator had different ideas.
Is there very much pay left down there in Panama?
I mean,
There's a bit.
There's definitely a fair bit to leave behind.
Now we only got one wash plant.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Parker's Yukon total of 6,561 ounces is still over 1,700 short of last season's record haul.
And Red's been running happy?
Yeah, Big Red did its thing. It was just motoring along.
This is Red right here.
All right.
All right.
Last week, Big Red produced 300 ounces of gold out of the runway cut.
Let her rip.
All right.
20, 30, 70, 80, 100, 140, 170, 190, 200, 230, 240, 270, 280, 300, 355.95.
Worth over $600,000.
Not bad.
That's amazing, Mitch.
This is gonna be a bittersweet go away for Slucifer because it's obviously broken. T?
So far, Slucifer has produced 159 ounces of gold from the Panama Canal.
Here we go. 20, 30, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 172.35.
Plus 400 ounces right there. That came off with Slucifer.
Seriously?
572 ounces.
In less than a week, the Panama Canal has produced nearly $1 million worth of gold.
It's probably like 5 ounces an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's better than when we have 2 plants running.
Yeah.
This is the best cut we have ever run.
That is nuts.
Isn't that crazy? So last week, it was 568 ounces. This week, it's 928 ounces.
Over $1.5 million, bringing their Yukon total to 7,489 ounces.
Almost 1,000 ounce week.
Almost 1,000 ounce week.
That is crazy.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
First season up here, you got 1,000 all year banging away at it. Just a 900 in a week.
Yeah. Even way back when I was running the plant first couple of years with you, we hit 181 ounces. It's the biggest cleanup we ever had, 181 ounces.
That was
Here, right here. Yeah, it was set up right where camp is.
Yeah. I was like totally stoked.
We were mining in the pond behind this pond.
Yeah.
That feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Goes by quick, man.
Decade out here.
I was almost a young man. I was a man. Well, I was here.
There.
Best week of the season, so that's good. Bad time for Slucifer to go down. I wouldn't have really worried about it too much if the ground wasn't as good as it is. We don't leave pay-in cuts, but we especially don't when it's 5 ounces an hour, so we'll have to sort that out. We got a pretty late start this season because of the whole COVID thing.
Despite losing 4 weeks at the start of the season, 25-year-old Parker Schnabel has big plans to expand his mining empire beyond the Yukon.
Even with the late start we've got this season, hopefully we can find more ground in Alaska. It takes a lot of money to find more ground. The gold price is getting better, which is really good. The best chance that we've got at finding more ground is just to take advantage of the high gold prices, make some money, and even with the late start we've got this season, hopefully we can do that.
To build up the war chest he needs to expand, Parker split his crew in half to run 2 massive wash plants. 4 miles west, loader operator Aaron Bowe feeds wash plant Slucifer. He's in a race to finish the pay in time to move the plant.
Just feeding the plant. I'm trying to finish up sluicing this pay so we could get into our next cut, get back to getting that gold.
The wash plant move is part of Parker's radical new plan to make up for lost time by pushing his crew to move the plants faster and more often.
What's up, boss?
Yeah, so this week we're gonna move the plant.
Last week, Mitch and Brennan struggled to move Big Red.
Whoa, it's going over.
Oh, what are you doing in there, man?
And ended up costing Parker $200,000 in lost gold.
That was terrible.
That's a plant move.
Now the pressure's on Aaron to make sure Slucifer's move doesn't go the same way.
Shainer's gonna move this plant whenever he's ready and he ain't waiting for you.
Yeah.
But the timing should work out all right. When you run this, you're gonna have to stand there and babysit it. But it's just this spot so far. This wet hay is disgusting though.
When I heard that the Yukon had named gold mining an essential service, I was real happy about that. I mean, every day I just think about how fortunate I am to have a job. You know, I put some wet material on the belt and I noticed that it was all spilling over the sides there.
On Indian River, Parker Schnabel is a month behind schedule, and his wash plant Slucifer is jammed with wet pay.
I tried to run back and shut this thing down as quick as possible, but I just couldn't do it fast enough.
Aaron has loaded the hopper with wet pay dirt, which slid down the slick rubber belt, clogged the rollers, and jammed the conveyor.
This is a lesson I've learned the hard way before. I guess I was just thinking about some days off instead of focusing on what I should have been focused on.
Aaron must finish sluicing in time for the plant to be moved. The shutdown is costing valuable time and over $5,000 an hour in lost gold.
JM, he's supposed to take over the plant for the second half of the day here. And this is how he gets started with his training on the plant. First lesson, what not to do. We're sluicing 3 ounces an hour. I just cost the boss about $5,000. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got everything away from the rollers. Best case scenario, everything fires up. All right, moment of truth. Is that now? Yeah, I don't know what that beeping is. It's not good. I've never even had this problem before. It's in there. I don't know what any of this means. I'm just a operator, man. We're gonna be down longer than I thought. This isn't good. Yeah, I'm costing Parker a lot of money right now. I gotta go let him know that things have gone from bad to worse down there. We don't have time for stupid mistakes like the one I just made. See how he takes it. Hey, boss.
Hey, just hold on just a second.
Okay. Sorry, boss.
Sorry I was late.
At the end of a grueling week, it's time to find out if Parker's new strategy of fast and furious plant moves has paid off.
I heard Aaron had quite the incident down there.
Yeah, he got a little carried away with some wet pay, but it's all good. We got it all sorted out and got him back up running.
That move went pretty good though, really.
Yeah, I actually got Slucifer to run down the hill. That was kind of cool.
Did it like slide down the hill?
Oh yeah, it was coming quick.
That's awesome.
Big Red was steady. We had a lot of run time, no real issues.
So you ready to weigh up some gold?
Yes, sir.
Rick?
Let her rip.
First up, Big Red. With no shutdowns, it's been running pay from the last cut at 220 yards an hour.
280, 300, 320, 330, 340, 357.05.
Worth $625,000. Big Red's most profitable week ever.
That's a hell of a week.
Well, Shane, you're the hero. You ready?
Sure.
Between a conveyor jam and the move to a new cut, Slucifer was down for a whole day.
150, 170, 180, 200, 270, 300, 320, 337.0.
Worth $590,000.
Good week.
Where are we at, Chris?
Okay, so for the week, we got 694 ounces.
Oh,
sweet, huh? For the season, it puts us at 1,674 ounces.
Rocketing gold prices mean Parker's crew has mined over $1.2 million worth of gold in just 1 week. His highest weekly total ever.
And that's a solid week. That puts us definitely getting rolling on the right track now.
Hey, look at that. You know what? That could be a nice hole full of pay dirt. Like kind of a glory hole, if you ask me. Michael Beets, you got me. Can you come over here?
Glory holes were formed thousands of years ago by ancient waterfalls carrying gold. Erosion caused by the crashing water created a huge plunge pool where the heavy gold sank and settled, leaving a concentrated gold deposit. When the river dried up, the gold was covered by rock-hard clay that can look like bedrock. If Tony's hunch is right, then this buried treasure could be some of the richest ground he has ever mined.
Oh, the hole like this should easily get us to a 5,000 ounce gold.
Holy Tony, can you get over here, please? The trommel.
Okay, Mike, shut that drum off. Mike, shut that thing off. Look at that wedges. You see that? Other one.
Battling to hit a record 5,000 ounce goal, disaster has struck the Beets' only moneymaker.
There's one over there.
Another one? Where's the other one?
Right there. There's two down here in the grease, but I ain't touching those.
All season, Tony's relied on chief mechanic, son Kevin, to keep his iron fleet and trommel running.
So there's all these wedges out. That means this must have been doing this for a little bit.
Hey, Mike, give her a bump so she makes a half a spin. Good. Oh, look at that one, Gavin. See the crack in here?
The trommel separates gold-rich dirt from rocks using a 40-foot long barrel, which is rotated by two running rings and held in place by metal wedges. Wear and tear from years of hard sluicing has broken some of the wedges' welds. As they came loose, a monster barrel dropped, cracking one of the crucial running rings. The barrel has not been moved for over 10 years.
Is that good for you? Mike, I think you gotta drive ahead of here, man. See if we can lift the slowly. Mic down, mic down. Perfect. Can't piece that cake, really.
Now it's on the ground, we can have a better look, make a plan. Yeah, these two are about ready to fall out. Like 80% of the wedges, all the welds are cracked. This is the one crack that's all the way through the thing. Tony's not gonna be too happy.
What do you got, Gavin?
Cheap.
Well, I knew that.
I know a lot of your wedges are pretty worn. The crack on the ring's all the way through, at least the big one. There's two more that are started about a quarter way.
Okay.
I mean, we definitely can't run like this. This part here is about ready to snap off, and that'll not only the ring lock tight, just tear everything apart. So,
long story short,
if you had 4 or 5 welders throw at it.
4 or 5 welders would be in each other's way, but how about 2 of them? One on each side.
I don't think it will get done. We don't have near enough people who can weld or air arc to do all this before end of season.
Anyway, so we're gonna call this quits then?
But I don't think we have enough people and time to make it work in the time frame we have left.
Okay.
That's a next year project.
After a season fixing every machine on Paradise Hill, Kevin has finally met his match. The Beets season is over.
We better hope that we have a very decent cleanup then.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, last Goldway, guys.
Yay.
Done.
Yeah.
Over with. Right? Get the out of here, so to speak. Hi.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go out with a bang or not, we'll have to find out.
Tony gambled his final week on a glory hole, but the trommel died before he could sluice all its pay.
All right, Kevin, you ready?
I'm not counting.
It's his turn to count.
Let Nick count. There you go. Yeah.
No, we all counted, so it's your turn.
It's your turn to count.
Has Ruby counted yet?
Yeah. This isn't my first gold way.
Ready. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100.
Tony needs 400 ounces to hit a record 5,000 ounce season goal.
210, 220, 290, 300, 370, 420.
Slow down, Kevin.
I can keep up with you, Kevin.
That's doing good already, Minnie.
470, 480, 490, 500, 510, 520, 590, 600, 610, 620, 660.
There's more.
680, 690, 694.02.
Worth $1.2 million.
What?
Holy crap.
The glory hole delivered the best gold of the season and brings their final total to 5,295 ounces, smashing their record gold target and banking the Beets' first $9 million season.
It's a lot of ounces for a week.
For a week.
Absolutely. We reached our goal. We're a little over. I'm very happy with it.